What is dark mind control? Before we go any further, we need to make something clear. You are responsible for how you use the information contained on this website and in any other works that we promote herein. We cannot be held responsible for any trouble that you get into, nor do we accept any credit for any benefits you may unlock in your life by harnessing the powers of dark mind control that we're going to discuss. Also, we won't be getting into the details of how to use dark mind control on this page because this information isn't suitable for public consumption. It would be irresponsible to just unleash all of the in-depth secrets, techniques, and tips of dark mind control. To be quite clear, the world is a better place if the majority of people don't understand these techniques, let alone being aware of their existence. We do our best to filter out the people who may have bad intentions, because despite the name, dark mind control doesn't have to be something evil or something that's only used for evil or for doing bad things. Anyone can open a book and learn psychology, or take a university course for more advanced psychology, so we can't entirely gatekeep this information, but we do our best to keep the darker side out of public sight for two main reasons. 1. If everyone understands it, then it becomes less effective. What happens if you try to use these methods with somebody, but they're aware of what you're doing? That makes things kind of awkward, especially if they try to counter your techniques. 2. It can be dangerous to have a bunch of people running around using dark manipulation tactics to get whatever they want. There's a certain decorum in society, and dark psychology can completely wipe it out if it becomes too prominent. Some people have tossed around the theory that ancient civilians have toppled due to the widespread and careless use of such tactics, and we don't want that to happen again. So, before you go any further, you need to promise that you don't have any intentions to use this information to hurt or harm anybody. It's very important to us to ensure everything is done responsibly. You can, of course, use these tips and techniques and teachings to improve your own life and to gain the upper hand in a number of different situations, including things like dating. Whether it's meeting someone new and having them feel a magnetic attraction to you almost immediately, or trying to rekindle an old flame with an ex-lover, dark mind control techniques can be incredibly powerful when it comes to dating and relationships. On the lighter end, they can be used to help you do more of what you want to do, to keep your partner feeling happier and to keep your relationship stronger. You shouldn't use it to manipulate people into doing things they don't want to do, and sometimes when a relationship is over, it's for a good reason. Business is one area where it's probably okay to get a little more ruthless with your usage of dark mind control, because when you're negotiating with someone for a better salary, or for a better price on parts, or to purchase or sell a business, or whatever else, the other parties are going to be doing everything they can to stop you from getting what you want. It's business. There aren't any personal feelings here. You won't be manipulating friends or lovers, and the consequences of doing a good job is that you'll earn more for yourself and your family. Friendships. You need to be very mindful about how you use mind control techniques when it comes to your friends and personal relationships you have with people. You don't want to go overboard. It's just not what a great friend would be. Having said that, you can use certain techniques to actually encourage your friends to improve their own lives and situations. If you have a friend coming to you for advice in a tricky situation, and they just seem hesitant or resistant to doing the right thing for themselves, you can help convince them and lead them to the correct path, even if you don't realize you're doing it. Life. You'll be surprised how many minor encounters a person will have in any given day, and using even the very lightest dark mind control techniques can help tip those in your favor. You can get your way more often, without the other parties even realizing that they're giving in to your wants and needs. They'll think they are the ones coming out on top, so they'll be totally happy. They might even think they're the ones who are in control. That's the beauty of these methods. Now, if you have the patience to still be here reading this, then you're already past the first step to being a good candidate to learn about dark mind control. Don't worry, we'll cover everything you need to know if you decide to take this journey to the next step. Many people decide they would rather not unlock this Pandora's box of sorts. They would rather keep living their comfortable lives, doing their best to get ahead, but never really doing what it takes. It's okay to not feel comfortable using mind control techniques to improve your life. You don't need to feel bad if you give up at this stage. You can leave anytime. But if you're still wondering, what is dark mind control? You're in the right place. What is dark mind control used for? We already covered a good portion of the areas in life that you can use these dark mind control techniques, but they basically apply to just about anything. If you're interacting with another person, and it's possible for one person to get a favorable result, then there are techniques you can learn to influence the other parties in order to get what you want. It could be a job promotion. It could be a raise. It could be a new job altogether. It could be reuniting with a past lover that you miss. It could be building stronger friendships by helping those you love. It could be getting a better rate on a rate or mortgage, and the list goes on and on. Some people will choose to use these techniques for bad things. We don't encourage that. Using dark mind control to hurt people is not a good idea. Not only is it simply a negative use of these techniques, but there could be consequences that you aren't even aware of. If you're responsible and you do the right thing, you have nothing to worry about. Follow your conscience. Use these techniques for good. Even though they're called dark mind control, that doesn't mean you can't use them for positive purposes. Dark mind control is a collection of techniques that one can use to influence the minds of those around them. These techniques are subtle and can be learned. Once you know them, you won't be able to forget or unlearn them. So if you decide to proceed in your education about dark mind control, just be aware of this. For more information about what is dark mind control, visit our website controllingminds.com.